first of all, obviously we're extremely disappointed. We got beat by a good Wisconsin team. Went down to the end. We just didn't make the plays to win the game at the end. They did, so you got to give them credit for that. We have a lot of seniors. Obviously we're disappointed we couldn't get those guys out on a positive note. They've been very important to our program and really helped get our program turned around in the right direction. But give that bunch credit. They're a good team. They found ways to win the game.
Gus, third down there in overtime. You go on a double pass to CJ. Just explain the thought process there.
Say it again.
Can you explain the thought process?
Yeah, the thought process is, we were thinking we could possibly get man. We're trying to win the game. We've been setting it up earlier, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But obviously we weren't very successful in that play.
Coach, last year that ball would hit the upright and go through. Is this just the football gods getting even?
Well, I don't look at it that way. I look at we had opportunities to win the game. We had the 4th down and 10. They got it done. We had other plays we could have won the game with, and we didn't. And so I really don't look at it that way.
Gordon obviously had a ton of success. How would you?
Yeah, I thought it was a big factor. We're trying to focus on that guy. He's a great running back. Our key was to try to stop him, and obviously we didn't. He made some big plays, and that was a big factor in the game.
Talk about second half offensive adjustments, move the ball better.
Yeah, they did a good job going odd to even. And anytime you get in a bowl game, they got 30 days. You're going to get something new. So they mix some things up, and we kind of figured out, kind of what their plan was going to be. We settled down and were able to run the football. I thought that was a real important factor.
Gus, what do you think went into the defense being able to get off the field there, that final drive with third down conversion, 4th down?
Yeah, that was a big factor in the game right there. We had them kind of backed up, and they drove the ball down the field, and like I said, the 4th down and 10 play was a big play for them to convert on their part. That was the game right there, and but they got it done.
How well did Nick play? I
thought Nick did some good things. Now, their plan was to keep him from running the football. Their ends were soft. They were making us give it, and we figured that would be a possibility. But Nick made some good throws. The throw to Ricardo and the throw to CJ were extremely good throws.
Get some penalties in key spots, including the 15-yard personal foul penalty there.
Yeah.
How frustrating is that?
Yeah, well, that's some of the same stuff that we've done this year, and it's a good thing we hired the best defense coordinator in college football, and he'll get it corrected.
Coach, your 4th down play leading to your last touchdown, was that a planned play you had? Is something you ran during the year where you moved the tackle and end out?
Yeah, no, we have it. We hadn't ran it all year, and we thought it would be a good opportunity. Originally it was going to be a 3rd down call, but we felt like we need to go for it on 4th down.
Speaking of Will, what was he doing in the press box with the headset on?
Yeah, he was listening, he was observing. He's trying to get to know our guys and see how they react.
It's been reported that you've already told Melvin Smith he won't be back. Is that true?
Yeah, I'll talk about everything, once tomorrow. The next day I'll get with Will and we'll figure everything out.
Yes, can you explain the decision making there in the first half? It just seemed like you guys had your timeouts left and you just waited a long time to call it, a lot of time around the clock, and you just ended up kneeling it in the first half.
What play? Say it again?
Just saying that you decided to kneel it at the end of the first half, and like you let a lot of time run off the clock instead of using every timeout. Can you explain kind of decision making there?
Yeah, I think what you're talking about, it was towards the end, and we ended up calling a timeout. We were going to try to block it. We were trying to figure out, first of all, you don't want them, you don't give them time, because I think they were close to 50 or a little bit on the other side. And so it's one of those things that, if you call a timeout, then they end up getting a 1st down, then they kick a field goal. So it was, our thinking was strategically is, hey, let's wait. Yeah, it's 4th down and 4. Let's go try to block it.
I know before the season you said you wanted to be 13 seconds better this year. Looking back, how are you going to remember this team?
Well, here's how I'm going to remember this team. We have 20-plus seniors that put their heart and soul in our program. They bought in to what we asked them to do. Obviously, Auburn, our goal is to win the championship every year. That's our goal. And our goal is to win the SEC. We didn't get that done. But the way that our guys handled themselves, you know, in the leadership. You know, that's what I'll remember. I'm just disappointed that we weren't able to get them a victory in this last game.
Gus, I know you said with the double pass you were trying to win the game, but really that in that overtime, all the passes were really short, kind of screens. What was the thought process?
Well, you know, we had the swing screen that we had a lot of success with. They were in man. We had to throw the tunnel, and they did a good job defending it.
Gus, to allow 30 points this many straight games, to lose 4 straight to Division I opponents, to close this way and come up short on those SEC goals, on the 10-win goal over and over. As much as you want to remember the positives there of what the seniors did, the way the end of the season came, is it going to be difficult to let them advance?
You know, right now, I mean, we're extremely disappointed. I mean, we didn't win this game. I mean, that's really what it came down to. Like I said, we just hired the best defensive coach in college football. He's going to get our defense going 100%. Offensively, we got a chance to be really good next year, and our goal next year will be win the SEC. And that's the way it'll be every year. And so the future's bright. We feel really bad right now, but the future's very bright.
Gus, outside of that one shot to Sammy that he couldn't come up with, it seemed like you just kept him around the line of scrimmage. Was he hurt?
I mean, Sammy wasn't 100%. I mean, Sammy had trouble practicing until about a day or two. Okay, so you know, he wanted to play. He wasn't 100%. I think everybody could see that. I know that they could see that, but he wanted to play. And you know, he's been a big factor for us the last 2 years. And even if he's not 100%, I felt like it's important that he played.
How much do you feel like you missed Duke Williams in this game?
I mean, probably a lot. Probably a lot.
How do you think the defensive staff handled everything going into this game with their future uncertain the way it is?
I mean, everybody's professional. You do your job, and that's the way you look at it.
Gus, did you have a chance to say anything to Daniel like afterwards?
Yeah, I told him to keep his head up. He's a great kicker, and he'll have his day. He'll win games for us in the future. You know, he's down right now. Just pat him on the back. You know, it's tough being a kicker, but he's a great kicker. He's had an outstanding year and done some great things for us.
Coach, you came out empty a lot of times and then you waved the running back in. Were you looking for something specific?
Yeah, I mean, we just really were trying to identify whether it was man zone a lot of times with spreading them out, and then we'd motion them in. And, you know, we knew they had our tendencies. I mean, you know, when you have 30 days, so you try to add some new wrinkles, and that was just part of our new wrinkles.
Do you expect a huge turnaround that first year under Coach Malzahn?
I think so. I mean, you know, like I said, he's the best, and we got some players. We got some good players coming, and I expect us to be very good on defense.
Are there any specific things you expect Will to have that immediate impact, that is specifically on the defense?
Well, I mean, Will's personality. I mean, you know, defenses will take on his personality, and you know, like I said, I'm looking forward to him taking over the defense, and it'll be real positive.
Just a couple more questions.
Gus, leading into this game, you talked about the defense having the intensity, picking up their intensity. Did you see that out here today, or
you know, at times I felt like we played good defense. I mean, they're pretty good, but I mean, obviously, you know, when you give up that many yards to a running back, you know, that's not a very good feeling.